one very important point which you have repeated many times during this course of interview is, why these people are covering up. If you look at any case, be it Kerala wala case or Loyola case or uh, any political case also for that matter, forget about anything to do with the religion or industrialist. Take a typical political case of any political party where the people are trying to just buy on time, tarikh pe tarikh, tarikh pe tarikh. Okay. The reason why this thing is happening, what I am pretty confident is there is no fixed, formula or a laid down guideline for the judiciary. The judicial reforms are equally important the way police reforms are important. We know तीसरा case वो कभी से चालू है और अभी तक चालू है. Like
Correct.
there has to be a limit for giving bail, for
Yes.
giving a future deal. This Dubey chap in UP, like there were serious offences against him, but at least on 4 occasions he was given bail.
Yes.
The day all the people in the system, right from the scratch, when I say scratch, like in the case of Loyola, the person who is all the people who are responsible in that committee of internal complaint platform, to the police, to the judiciary. The judiciary has a freedom to take suo motu decisions.
Okay. It does.
So why only the people who are responsible for the crime, they should be taken to the law? Why not the people who have killed time? They are equally responsible. Somebody who is not making a powerful case, like a public prosecutor, or the people who are supposed to go and collect the evidences from the crime scene.
Well, you see, Robin, complacency is an issue that bogs down any nation. Okay.
Right.
And you will have complacent people across systems, whether it's judiciary, whether it's investigative agencies, whether it's government, whether it's institution. Complacent people are always going to exist. That, however, does not change the principle of the law of the land. And the principle of the law of the land is that justice will be delivered if we follow justice and we seek it in the true sense of what justice is. There are many things wrong, and there are many reforms that are required in various different pillars of society at this point of time. Judiciary, police, all being one aspect of the pillars of society. But because of the failures of these pillars of society, we as citizens cannot not give it a try to fight for what is right while pushing for reforms. And the reforms can only come when there is a government at the top that works towards reforms in the judiciary, works towards reforms in the police, work towards reforms in streamlining institutions on matters with regards to sexual abuse or any crime. But as a citizen, today I can be dejected by the situation in terms of cases that takes tariq pe tariq, tariq pe tariq, or lawyers and judges supposedly having understandings, or political classes or institutions having the power to manipulate situations in their favor. If I feel that way, Robin, or people of this country feel that way, then nobody will have faith in the system that we have put forward in terms of law or in terms of the police. I believe that we have a very good system. We just have we have some complacent people within the system, and that is a process of cleaning up the system. But the fight must continue. The fight must go on for what is right, because unless we fight and show where the problem is, we will never have a cleaning up eventually,
That's
right?
true.
At some point of
I
time.
share your views completely.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm interrupting you again.
No,
I
no, no,
share
that's okay.
the only
I
thing is,
tell you one very interesting thing. A very senior member of the judiciary, a member of the judiciary, had a word with me about 15, and he said, Savio, I appreciate and admire your fight, that you have picked up as far as sexual abuse is concerned. But you have to look at it from a case to case basis. If you start to take on the Catholic Church as an entire institution and try to bring about the change, let me tell you, there will be no change that will happen. In fact, you will be buried you will be buried under the magnitude of the in effect that your efforts will have to try and change them, because they've been like this for so many years. So you cannot change their mindset. Don't try to change them. Try to win each case at a time, was his advice. And I agree with him. But what I also told him is that it's very strange, sir, that you bring this example in front of me, because the very basis of Christianity was based on a powerful man called Jesus, who went against the very illegalities that existed at that point of time in Jerusalem. That's the reason why he was crucified. He went against the norms of an institution that existed over there that was corrupt. I'm not trying to be Jesus at all. I don't want to do that. He's already occupied that space. All I'm trying to say is that there is something wrong in the institution, just as any institution in the world. I am only wanting that the institution corrects itself. Because if the institution doesn't correct itself, there will be no faith in the faith that the institution professes. It's as simple as that.
Savio, see, the journey is going to be difficult for sure.
Of course.
But trust me, someone has to take the lead.
Yes.
Okay. There are so many issues across India. We need just one savior for each issue. Like we are not, superhumans to pick up issues and, give just create a environment for justice to prevail for all the issues. But whatever we can lay our hand on in our limited capacity and optimize our efforts the way you are trying to do. I read one more thing, like Justice Saldana, retired Justice Saldana. Now he's on board with you. So these are the kind of incentive, motivation. Because when I was going through your timeline yesterday, I read a lot of content. So this was one very encouraging piece of information for me. Because when you started, there was no Justice Saldana with you, but now he's there.
Yes.
Writing a letter to Honorable High Court of Madras. Okay. So these are the incentives, these are the motivation. Because there people are bound to join, because the moment they see conviction in an effort, a lot of things will change. And that is where I personally feel it's a matter of time that Loyola College administration will have to open up and say, look, sir, this is what we have to offer.
The message, Robin, see, a lot of people are telling me that you're showing a lot of courage. Let me correct that statement. I am not showing courage. I am just amplifying the courage shown by the victims. You see? The victims are the ones that have the courage to fight the system for the wrong committed to them. When they come to me, they're hoping I'm able to amplify that voice for them, so that people understand that the crime committed on them is grave and they have some justice towards the crime, because they are, if you, in effect, they are weak victims. Weak in the sense the system is stronger than them. Okay? So the courage that people are talking about, that I'm fighting the system, is a reflection of the courage that exists in the victim, but they just don't have the voice to raise it up as loud as I do. That's the only difference. I'm only amplifying their voice. And my message to institutions like the Loyola College and the Catholic Church in general is, these people are not outsiders, right? They are part of the church, they are part of your institution, they are part of the system. Just as Bishop Franco Mulakal is important to be protected, should not these nuns also be protected for raising up the sexual abuse cases? You have targeted these nuns left, right, and center from wanting to excommunicate them, to remove them from the convent. You've tried everything, but you have not removed Bishop Franco Mulakal from his Jalandhar diocese, in terms of telling him, okay, there's a case going on, For now, you have to stay outside the diocese. You haven't done that, but you want to throw the nuns out. In Mary Rajashekaran's case, you have kept her away, and you moved Xavier Francis to another Xavier Alphonse to another place, right? But you haven't protected her or her family. So you're making the Loyola College and the Catholic Church are making their intentions clear, that they side with the culprits and not the victims. And that is wrong. My problem is in the wrong. My problem is not in the institution. I know what Loyola College stands for. I know the good they do. So why not do the right when it comes to human rights violations and abuse? These are what you teach your students, right? These are what you're teaching your youngsters. Tomorrow you will teach them to become spineless people. And when the innocence of a man is lost or a woman is lost, there is no prosthetic in the world that can make it better. And that is the fight about. So people of Loyola College, people of the Catholic Church must understand that these are victims. These are one of our own people. These are humans. There is more to life than reputation. Your reputation would be enhanced if you supported the victim. It will not come down.
Very
The,
true.
the abusers are the ones that actually dent your reputation. And you support the same abusers. That is where this entire thing of the Catholic Church goes completely wrong. I mean, think, though, don't they for a moment think that this could be your mother, this could be your sister, this could be somebody relative to you? Would you remain quiet then? Would you want me to remain quiet? At least have some shame, yeah? You're an educational institution. You are teaching morality to students. You are teaching values to students, Robin. Is this the values that you make inside your student that, hey, listen, when a woman is abused or sexually harassed, please shut your mouth because we are not supposed to open and fight for women? Is that the morality and lessons you want to give the students? That is shameful, and they are spineless, basically. And Loyola College wants to deal with me, according to one recent information I got a couple of hours back. Let me tell the Loyola College, use all your power, and stop what Mary Rajashekaran is saying. Because then I will remove the entire history of Loyola College. You want to take somebody like me on? Let me see. I will bring out every corruption in Loyola College.
With a network issue. There was a network issue.
Yeah, no problem. No, so basically what I was saying that is if Loyola College assumes that by blocking me on Twitter or trying to deal with me, okay, in whatever way they think they want to deal, the truth is not going to stop. Because when you come against the Goa Chronicle team, we don't get intimidated. We just go deep and deep into the situation. So my honest advice to the Loyola College and the Loyola College alumni is accept the truth. Tell the people the truth. Stand up for the victim because that's the right thing to do. Taking me on is not a solution. You will lose. I won't lose because I've got nothing to lose. You have everything to lose.
Savio, thank you so much for being with us. This is seriously a lot of content for people to hear what you're saying, make their own interpretation because we are not judging.
No, we're not.
We are just discussing the issue and trying to find a solution. It's up to the people to figure out what the mess is created by covering up a genuine case. And I would also urge all the viewers to start tweeting, start sharing the content on WhatsApp groups, start writing their own opinion and feedback and inputs of how this thing can be taken forward to support Savio. We are not here to put somebody down. We are
No, we're
here
not.
to share the facts legally, and we want public support.
Robin, I'll ask you one thing, okay?
Sure.
Why did the Loyola College transfer Father Xavier Alphonse if he was not guilty of his crime? You need to answer that. Look at that one aspect. They did eventually transfer him. Why did they transfer him? This is the same Xavier Alphonse who, when he came back to Loyola College for the second term, 15 years ago, was removed from the Loyola College, Chennai, on a corruption case. Why did they transfer him after Mary Rajshekharan filed a complaint after many months? They transferred him. Why? Which means, in their own interpretation, they knew he did something wrong. Otherwise, they would continue to keep him there, right?
Correct.
Why did they transfer him? So you know he did something wrong, yet you choose to support this guy and keep him in another place, but you never answer the questions raised by the lady. Why? That is the problem.
True. Great, Savio.
My pleasure, Robin. Thank you for taking time out.
Right. We'll reconnect on this issue as it moves forward and gain some more speed. So we have more information to share with the viewers.
Sure.
And once again, I make honest request to all the viewers to share this content in whatever way they feel like, sharing the link, sharing the excerpts of the interview, or writing their own feedback, inputs. But sharing is very important, because if you just watch it and don't talk about it and don't share it, then you're adding to some mess. We have to become part of the problem to find a solution. We just can't be a audience sitting on some gallery and just making some expert comment out of it. Come join this issue, and let's give more power to Savio. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. God bless.